What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, want to go over some new Stellar Blade info, as well as a few rumors. There's actually been quite a bit that's come out the last few days, and like I said, it kind of revolves around everything. You got a little bit of rumors, like a demo thing going on. You got some news in the Game Informer article. Now, we're going to kind of, summarize it a little bit. Honestly, especially the Game Informer thing, not the most, revolutionary. We didn't get the most info on top of what we already knew. The biggest things that stand out to me, or maybe the biggest thing, is outfits post-release. We did get some cool tidbits of they started development in 2018. They talk about in the beginning of the Game Informer article about having an ending, which I've seen that summarized in some of these dashed Twitter things. They're all kind of the same, right? They just do dashes of all the info. I've seen people talk about it has an ending, and it's wow, well, I hope it has an ending. But I will say, all joking aside, for a studio that does mobile stuff, and that's what the studio did up until this point, right? I get how that's a big deal. In fact, they've made a big deal out of it, and I understand it, right? This took some convincing. This took actually building a studio of developers that just wanted to make a game like this. That was actually quite difficult. So the idea that it'll actually have an ending shouldn't be surprising for the type of game that it is, but for the development path, I guess, right? It's definitely something that's a little bit shocking, I suppose, right? But like I said, to me, the biggest thing, you can see the entire, all of the info that we got, but the biggest thing to me is they'll have outfits after release. Also, I guess, being the Stellar Blade is Eve's only weapon, right? Now, you can shoot, so I don't even know, I guess maybe only hand-to-hand kind of thing, right? Because she can use, kind of ranged weaponry, but the outfits, obviously, a lot of people are interested in them, and it's not a situation where they give you none in the game and then they give it all to you afterwards. We have to pay for it. No, they talk about that there's a lot of outfits, I think 30 plus, right, in the game. We've talked about that before, that they're all earnable or even findable, right? You go around the world, there's reasons to explore, because those reasons, you might take a left, a little detour, and you might find an outfit for Eve. So that's one. Again, I really don't think that's all that shocking. There were some screenshots that came out from Game Informer that, again, look cool. I don't think it really shows us anything, but there are two other things I kind of want to go over. So the first thing is actually a physical pre-order in South Korea. Now, here's the deal. From what I can see and what the internet is saying, it is literally only in South Korea, okay? It seems like that's a bonus of being there. You can't get it anywhere else. I just kind of want to shout this out for two different reasons. Number one, look at the art. Look at the art on that vinyl. Looks super, super cool, and I'd like to have that art in some, shape or form, I guess, maybe outside the vinyl. Number two, for this to be a physical pre-order. Now, I think you get this or you get a themed USB stick. Now, I don't know who in God's name would pick a USB. I mean, USBs are, valuable. I guess you can put stuff on them. But to pick a USB stick over a vinyl, I don't know. I mean, you could even just collect vinyls. You don't even have to have, a vinyl player. That is a really cool physical pre-order incentive that you just don't get that anywhere else in the world. So number one, for that to be with this game in general, that's super cool. The artwork is awesome, and I am honestly a little bit jealous because we don't get anything nearly as cool as that. And the final thing, like I said, is a rumor, and I believe this comes from PlayStation Game Size. Now, this is an account that I think over time has really started to, know their stuff. I feel like they've gotten inside sources as time has gone on, right? So what they tweeted, right, they talk about a demo, but that they're not 100% sure, right? It's not a 100% certainty that we get a demo for the game, but it's looking possible, maybe even probable. So, this would be good. The game comes out late April. You still got time. Absolutely, it could come out. You just had the Dragon's Dogma demo technically come out today. It's not much. There's not much to that demo. Comes out 2 weeks before the game comes out. You got about a month, right? Early April is probably the latest you'd want to pull the trigger on releasing a demo for this game. But just want to throw that out there because I think a demo would actually do this game really well. It would get maybe even more eyes on it. It's already such a big thing on the internet, right, this game, mainly because of, some of the stuff said about it and the looks and all that. But, we've talked about the gameplay, right? And I think the gameplay actually looks really good. How the game will actually feel and function, right? The demo, I think that would actually help. I do think this. the demo might help/hurt, right? Like if the game actually isn't all that good, which I don't think it is. I think this is going to be a good game. But if the game really is more of like, hey, we're focusing on Eve and the looks and all that stuff, but the game itself is rather weak, the demo might show that, you know what I mean? And you wouldn't necessarily want it. So I think a demo would actually be like a sign of confidence. You don't need it, honestly. Like if you don't do a demo, I'm not going to go in thinking, oh, this game's going to be trash, right? It would just be a further, I guess, sign of confidence and saying, okay, we believe in it. We want you to get your hands on it. We're not afraid that it's going to make you not get the game. In fact, it's going to make you want to get the game more. I could see it. I could absolutely see it. So let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on. I hope to see you all on the next one.